Hello everyone, my name is Oliver. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. As Victoria and Claire leave, Victoria urges Kyle to reflect about what they discussed earlier. Phyllis and Harrison go for the playground and Summer confronts Kyle. "How could you do this to me?" He claims this was spontaneous, and Harrison was delighted to meet Claire. Summer recounts the kidnapping. Claire may have been a victim, but she is also a symbol of the pain. Kyle believes today was a step towards getting back to normal. She goes on to say that she is traumatized every time she sees Claire and accuses him of not honoring her desires by keeping that woman away. He doesn't think what happened today is important, and portraying Claire as a monster will not benefit their son. When he begs if they can stop talking about this, she asks him what Victoria was talking about before she left. Kyle claims that she only wants people to give her daughter a chance. "It doesn't have to be us," she explains. Kyle believes she is only trying to protect Claire, but Summer does not believe he should be brought into this when her new cousin has the entire Newman family. She accuses Kyle of ignoring all of her limits. Harrison and Phyllis return. Kyle offers to cook grilled cheese for his son, and Summer insists on attending just in case Claire shows up. At the Abbott manse, Jack is taken aback when Diane states that leaving may be the only way for her to deal with her rage towards him. She is concerned about him relapsing because of the risks he took for Nikki. Thank goodness Nikki was sober enough to phone the EMTs for him. They fight about his decisions. She's certain that folks in AA would tell him he made a terrible mistake. He will admit it, but says that he made a desperate decision in the moment and it worked. He wishes he could make it up to her. Diane is confident that he will say whatever it takes to keep her from going. When Jack keeps apologizing, she tells him that he put Nikki first, which she doesn't sure what to do with. She does not want her rage to cause him to relapse. Jack says that the only thing he wants is her trust. Diane is still concerned that Johnny wants to be high. He claims to be strong, but she believes that the best course of action is for her to leave the situation so that he does not crack. Diane needs time to reflect on what has transpired and what lies ahead. "I want the two of us to find a way to work through this together," he says, grasping her hand. Diane despises that they are even having this conversation. She wants him to attend meetings. He agrees because it is in their best interests and his own. It pains him that he has harmed her so severely. His wife makes it clear that an apology alone will not suffice to make this right. Jack begs her to not leave. It breaks his heart that he would do anything to destroy what they have. This is all too much for her, and she wishes to return to work. Before she leaves, he wants her to reassure him that things have improved marginally. Diane still needs time. After Diane departs, Summer and Kyle return Harrison home. They're startled to find Jack there. He puts on a smile for Harrison, and they talk ducks until Summer takes the youngster away for grilled cheese. Labour. The government is crumbling after Tory defections. Kyle suspects something is amiss with his father. According to Jack, Diane is stressed and on edge. His son is grateful that they did not lose him last night, but his mother's rage appears to be on a whole other level. If there is a bigger problem, he hopes his father will inform him about it. Jack admits that his wife believes he went too far, but he felt he had no choice. Kyle can see how devastated his mother is. Jack believes she would come to realize why he did what he did. Kyle inquires, "What if that doesn't happen?" Jack changes the subject by inquiring about Kyle's problems with his mother. Kyle reveals she has been accusing him of undermining her. Jack believes Kyle still resents her gaining the position he desired. Phyllis enters into Crimson Lights, notices Diane, and instantly sits down to admit she had a problem with Kyle. "Stand in line," Diane instructs. Phyllis wonders if she shares Summer's anxiety. She initially believed her kid was just being overly sensitive, But then she noticed Claire and Harrison becoming palsy-walsy, which is strange. Diane points out that Claire was also a victim. Phyllis is concerned about someone fresh from the psych institution hanging around with a vulnerable little boy. Diane believes she is causing trouble and argues that she has no boundaries. There has been enough drama, and she should stay in her lane. Phyllis believes her daughter is in her league, and this girl could be a psycho in training. Diane laughs, pointing out that others have said similar things about them. It does not look good to accuse Claire of something like this. Phyllis claims she has been epically demonized for speaking her truth and wishes to give Claire the benefit of the doubt, but she is a wild card. The Newmans may have accepted her, but they are grown-ups. She does not have to be connected with their grandson. Diane is surprised when Phyllis informs her that Kyle wants Claire to be Harrison's nanny and has been ignoring Summer's reasonable wishes to keep her away. That means they must intervene. Diane leaps up and vows unequivocally that they will not intervene in anything, and she will not tell Jack about it either. Phyllis frowns. "What's going on with you?" Diane snaps, "Nothing. I'm late for a meeting at work." With that, she walks away. Will Jack remain sober? Jordan tells Victor that he will not let her rot in the ranch dungeon while he still needs her. He says he doesn't need her. She offers to do everything he desires. "It will be at a time of my choosing," replies the man. His victim wishes to learn more about his plans, and she assures him that only she is capable of doing so. Jordan smells and weaponizes dread. If Victor has any doubts, he can just ask his wife about it. He believes she is insane and cruel. Jordan chuckles, knowing he wants her to perform his dirty work. Victor says he will let her know what he decides. When he pulls out another bottle of vodka, she demands food and grabs at him. Victor pushes her away, declaring that he will decide what she requires, and walks away. Cole is taken aback by Victoria's sudden return to the property. She laments about Summer and her desire to get Harrison away from Claire. It didn't help that Phyllis arrived with her dragon breath. He resents that their daughter has to deal with this. Perky Victor walks in and claims he was feeding a horse carrots. They sit down, and Cole and Victoria express how much their daughter enjoys working with children. "Wow!" Victor exclaims. Victoria explains that Claire wants to be Harrison's babysitter, and Kyle likes the idea, but Summer is causing problems. Perhaps Victor could talk to her and vouch for Claire, and she would alter her mind. Victor will not do that. He wants to help Claire, but he does not want her to be subjected to the toxicity of the Abbott household. Jack is an idiot, and Diane is an opportunist. He does not want any of his relatives involved. Summer is another story. Mamie's next step could upset the Winters family. Victor claims he has his own ideas for Claire's future. Following Victoria's example and working as her assistant at Newman would be the ideal way for her to put her skills to use. His daughter makes it plain that she hasn't decided to return. Her father advises her she should damn well come back for heaven's sake when her daughter discovers herself. Claire's parents want to help her adjust to her new life and regain her bearings. He does not understand how this prohibits Victoria from returning or Claire from working for the company. Victoria wants her daughter to do whatever makes her happy, but her father feels she belongs at Newman, not in some worthless nanny job. He refuses to let her approach Jack. "Why not?" inquires Cole. "Because I say so," Victor replies. His daughter wonders if he is contemplating retribution. Victor denies having any plans. Jack is this close to being addicted again and could begin using pills. He does not want Claire anywhere near that. Peter Berkman foreshadows perilous days ahead for Jack. Cole questions Victoria about Victor's outburst. She believes her father is resentful of Jack's efforts to get Nikki sober. He's obviously plotting something, and he doesn't want them near the Abbotts when it happens. Jordan marches through the dungeon, holding her head and yelling for Victor to let her out and tell her what he wants. You won't believe what Victor will do next. Christine and Danny begin a new chapter. Devon and Nate devise an escape strategy for Billy, and Adam consoles Chelsea. Thanks watching this video. Please subscribe my Media to our channel and stay with us.